Arguably, Isuzu in the Philippines is the authority when it comes to diesel-fed engines. From the Isuzu Fuego, the old Isuzu pickups, the Isuzu Crosswind, and the Isuzu D-Max, we all know that Isuzu just primarily makes diesel-fed engines. And today we've got something special for you guys. I know you've been waiting for this for quite some time now, and here it is. The all-new Isuzu MU-X. We're gonna take it for a spin, take it for a quick drive around this beautiful spot here in Laguna, and I'm gonna tell you if the Isuzu MU-X just might be your next luxury diesel-fed SUV. What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and today we'll be reviewing the all-new 2022 Isuzu MU-X. It's finally here, the 2022 Isuzu MU-X, and it said goodbye to its teeter-friendly looks and is out to capture the hearts and minds of both old and new fans alike. Isuzu Philippines is marketing the Isuzu MU-X as a luxury, mid-sized diesel SUV, empowering buyers to flex and celebrate life's successes. It's out to compete against the likes of the Toyota Fortuner, Mitsubishi Montero Sport, Nissan Terra, and Ford Everest. While all those vehicles embrace their tough and rugged spirits, Isuzu isn't afraid to go all fancy with the all-new 2022 Isuzu MU-X. Alright, let's start off with that front end. Guys, I've got to admit, when I first saw the Isuzu MU-X in leaked pictures, I was kind of iffy about that front end design. It kind of looked a little bit pinched in the middle, and it was pretty much looked like a different Japanese brand. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below if you know exactly what I'm talking about. But in the flesh, in the metal, it looks pretty amazing, guys. This is the top of the line LSE variant that features a signature arrow-shaped bi-LED headlamps, which come standard across all models, but only the LS trim gets automatic headlamp leveling, so you can automatically be considerate to other motorists, as well as that sweet tungsten silver and chrome accent on the grille and LED fog lamps. If you check out the side profile of the Isuzu MU-X, you definitely won't be mistaking this for the previous year's model. First of all, look at the D-pillar. It's no longer blacked out there, doesn't have the floating roof design, and I think that's pretty part of the course. It's starting to get a little bit more passé, especially with more SUVs adapting the design, so Isuzu thought it wasn't cool anymore and ditched that altogether. The side profile also features a classier look and does away with off-roading aspirations by ditching the black plastic cladding. But that doesn't mean that it's totally let go of its rugged appeal. With 235mm of ground clearance, you can still rely on the Isuzu MU-X to get you out of tight situations when you need it. Why do you think it needs this chunky boy stepboard? And at 4,850mm long, 1,870mm wide, and 1,825mm high, it's definitely longer and wider than the outgoing model, as well as having a longer 2,855mm wheelbase, which bodes well for interior space. I think there's a recurring theme when it comes to 2022 year model SUVs. Look at these. These are 20-inch alloy wheels. It has a two-tone design to it, makes it look pretty distinct and badass. It's shod in 265/50R20 highway rated tires, so you know this is definitely comfortable. Although these are 20 inchers, it's pretty comfortable inside, and I'll show you exactly later on in the drive. Revolutionary for Isuzu, at least as the front end is, you can give the brand an A for effort for designing the rear end the way that they did. It's got a nice wraparound signature winglet rear combination LED tail lamps with 3D dynamic design and emergency stop signal, beefy metallic rear skid plates, spoiler with integrated LED lights, and the most straightforward badge ever. I'm not gonna lie to you, Isuzu has one of the best brand badges out there, for me at least. Take a look at this. The badge just says Isuzu. No fancy logos or branding, just the word Isuzu. I mean, how straightforward can you get? The biggest party trick the Isuzu MU-X brought to the table is the intelligent adjustable power tailgate. It can be remotely controlled via the key fob. If you've ever gone shopping and you'd be damned if you'd have to take the multiple trips to carry all your stuff in the trunk, or have your hands full with golfing paraphernalia, you'd know exactly how much of a godsend this is. If you're worried about the tailgate hitting you or an obstacle, not to worry. It automatically detects obstacles to stop itself from damaging the MU-X's paint job. But of course, if you have an Isuzu MU-X, you gotta go golfing. All you have to do, fold these seats down, and reveals a pretty flat floor. Then, that's when you can put all your golfing stuff in. Now, where do I go next to head on golfing? At 50-50, folding third row seats folds fairly flat, and the 60-40 second row seats can fold down as well for even more space. Once you start the engine with the push start button, you'll be regaled by the nice on-screen startup animation from the 7-inch electroluminescent type multi-information display, and instantly fall in love with a 10.1-inch full-screen touchscreen display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Also has Bluetooth connectivity, an aux-in jack, and a USB jack. Audio is pumped through 8 professional-grade speakers, which you can control from the supple leather-wrapped steering wheel. This top-of-the-line trim also has cruise control and that multi-information display buttons on the steering wheel to keep you focused on your drive and not on that huge screen. You can easily find your perfect driving position as well, thanks to a fully adjustable steering wheel and power-adjustable seats. Now, I know Isuzu is trying to market the Isuzu MU-X as a luxury passenger car, but I don't know about you, but Isuzu has always been a driver's car for me. And it really shows, especially in the cockpit. Soft touch materials on the dash, on the door panels, this huge center armrest. Although these things do have that hard, scratchy materials, it's still not detrimental because I don't usually touch that anyway. And yeah, it's not bad. Oh wow, you've got more surprises here. You've got cup holders in the AC vents. Of course, more cup holders in the middle here. And it's definitely a nice place to be in, especially for the driver. Speaking of seats, while I wouldn't be bothered with the third row myself because of my 5'10.5" frame, it definitely wouldn't allow me to. The second row is fairly comfortable with ample leg, knee, and headroom for those who would be rather driven around town or a fancy gala. When things start to open up, that is, but I'm all about the drive, so let's see how this baby runs. This is a top-of-the-line LSE variant, which means under the hood you'd find the 3-liter turbo diesel engine that makes, ready for this, 188 horsepower and 450 newton-meters of torque. Power's definitely not lacking, and driving it is a 6-speed automatic transmission. Definitely a great fit for the engine right there. Some people might decry, where's the 10-speed automatic, where's the 7-speed automatic? In my book, as long as you have the proper gear ratios, as long as it's properly tuned and paired to the engine, you really don't need all that gears. In fact, here we go. Power! And there we go. We're not gonna go triple digits, guys. So anyway, yep, braking is good and nice. It's got ABS, by the way. We're gonna talk about all the safety features later on, but I'm definitely enjoying myself behind the wheel of the Isuzu MU-X. What I want to talk about while driving though are those drive modes, okay? Well, this is a top-of-the-line 4-wheel drive variant, so by default you do have the rear wheels pushing the car forward, but if you want to go, you know, off-roading, you can just set it out to 4H right here with this knob right here. And for you off-roading aficionados, if you're definitely caught in a rut, you got 4L working for you. Now, if you definitely want to take this further off-road, you have this button right here. That's the rough road terrain mode. Set that up right there, and it allocates just enough torque to the wheels to make sure that you definitely get through those rough patches with ease. Even though this rides with 20-inch wheels, it's still pretty comfortable inside here. You know, usually when you upsize your wheels, especially when you hit those 20 inchers, those dubs, the ride gets crashy and uncomfortable. But you know, Isuzu engineers know best. They definitely know what matches their car well, and thanks to those highway rated tires that I told you earlier, even though you have 20 inchers, it's still a nice match. Steering is pretty heavy. Yep, it's heavy right there. But for me, that's actually a good thing. I like a little bit of road feel when it comes to my drive, and especially if you're driving an SUV, that's something that you want. Trust me. I know most customers like to have that light steering and all that, but if you're carrying a car or an SUV this big and this heavy, you want the confidence in your drive. We definitely don't have any fuel economy figures as of yet. This is just a first drive and a first look, if you will. But I definitely want to show everything about it right now. But as soon as we do get those fuel economy figures, I'll tell you guys, alright? One thing that the top of the line trim gets is called ADAS, or Isuzu's Advanced Driver Assist System. It's a suite of passive and active safety features that work in tandem with the standard features to ensure a safe drive for occupants and yes, even pedestrians and other vehicles. It features forward collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, turn assist, pedal misapplication mitigation systems, or what they call anti-SUA, adaptive cruise control, speed limiters, automatic high beam control, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, proximity sensors, reverse camera, and multi-collision braking system. This works on top of the standard safety features like 7 airbags on all LS trims, as well as ABS with electronic brake force distribution, stability control, traction control, hill start and hill descent control, ELR or emergency locking retractor, seat belts, ISOFIX anchors, brake override systems, and brake assist. All these can be found across the line on all variants. Pricing for the all-new 2022 Isuzu MU-X starts at 1,590,000 pesos for the entry-level LS trim with a 6-speed automatic and that highly capable 1.9-liter RZ40 engine, providing amazing value. Now for 1.9 million, you can also get the LSA trim with additional convenience features like automatic climate control, that multi-info display on the gauges, as well as upgraded 18-inch wheels and roof rails that can hold up to 100 kilograms. There's a manual transmission option which you can get for less at 1.77 million. Opting for the LSE 4x2 variant would get you those nice 20-inch wheels, leather seats, 7 airbags, rain-sensing wipers, that power tailgate, remote start, 220-volt power socket, advanced driver assist system, and of course that nice 3-liter diesel engine, all starting at 2.1 million pesos. If you want 4-wheel drive with the terrain management system, or as I call it, the full-fat version, they'll put a 2.45 million peso dent on your bank account, but that also means that you have one of the most capable and fanciest, classiest diesel-fed SUVs in town. There you have it, boys and girls, the all-new Isuzu MU-X. I think it's a perfect culmination of everything that Isuzu stands for: reliability, durability, and now luxury. What do you think? Leave us a comment in the comment section down below, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so that you're alerted whenever we upload a new video. Once again, this is Roy Robles from Zigwheels.Ph. Stay safe, wear a mask, keep socially distant, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.